Howdy folks, welcome back to Transport Fever 2. We've got another farm online. Train's just rolling in for pickup. But we're going to need to expand this a bit. So we're not quite getting all the food transported away. And we can use more over at the Costa Mesa food plant. So in today's episode, we're going to make this a double track, and I think we have enough to get another train. We're making real good money so far, as long as the wheels don't come off the wagon here. But I added this line here to the farm over to the main line, and I've got some crossovers set up, but that's been running for a bit, making good money, but we just can't get everything this farm can produce out of there. We're only transporting just a little over half of it. So I want to double up these trains, so we need to get this track set up for that. So I'm actually going to pause there, and we're going to do some reconfiguring. I want to get rid of signals here. They're a little hard to spot when you're zoomed out. That, and I want to get rid of that. And we've got an error now, but that's okay. We're going to fix that. So we'll have this line that branches off, and I want to bring the other line in and get crossover to that track. Yeah, like that. Then we'll end up double tracking that. So now we can put the signals back in. We do want one-way signals. And we're going to need to stop here. And where's the, there we go. We're going to need to stop here in case something is going to be coming across there. And I think that will do it. Got signals over there. I think we're good. Yeah, it's saying it can't get there, but that's okay. We're gonna probably have to make a temporary crossover because coming this way, it needs to be on this outer track. So let's go ahead and double this up. Back over to the farm. Uh-oh, it's doing something. Shouldn't. There we go. It's quite a bit of money through there because it's a cut. Let's see here, it's a big cut. I did that instead of a tunnel. It's actually a little more expensive, but I thought that short tunnel there looked kind of silly. Then we need to go. Well, no, let's just leave that a single track for now because it's only coming out. We don't need another platform. I want to move that back a little bit. I want the transition to be pretty large. There we go, full speed. It's going to be slowing down into the station, but I didn't want it to have to slow down to the track. And then we need a signal coming in here. Still a one-way signal. So it can stop here if there's a train coming out. And I forgot to put the signal right here, didn't I? I knew I was missing something. Now this train doesn't know how to path because of the one-way signals, but I'm just going to throw a temporary crossover in here. Let's make it a short. It is temporary. That gets rid of the pathing error. Then we'll delete that once it's crossed over. Then we should have enough money, I think, if... I'm going to have to wait a little bit. I don't know. Or if there's a way to tell how much it costs to duplicate something. I haven't seen that in the UI. It's there, I've just missed it. Alright, and then we're going to get rid of that. Normally don't need that crossover. It's on the right track and it's headed that way. So if we come over here... Running cost. Oh, okay. There's a value that's changing with time. We go to manage and we say duplicate. Then we should get 2 trains going on that line. So it's about to get busy through here. I don't know if we're going to need more tracks. Maybe more signals, just so trains don't have to stop maybe as much. Put a couple right in the middle there. So these come up the double track, and they end up going into this right here. And offloading. I got the platform a little too long. But that's okay. Then we should have a second train that came out of there. There it is. And I've just got the little general. I think it's the general. The 440. It does just fine on these flat routes. So we'll be running back and forth, and that should hopefully get us... We get some food, some grain buffered here. And if we can get everything shipped out of here, then that plant will continue to grow. I made a couple other changes besides that. I've got bus routes now in Escondido, getting people moved around, as well as down in Green Bay. Just getting people moved around. This just seems to help the towns grow a little bit. So we need to let some money build back up, although I could borrow, but I kind of want to leave the loan there in case we need it. We are being pretty profitable right now. Bring up all the lines here. The big railroad here is just making a killing. I think this is going to turn profitable any second. Even our bus loops here are making a little money, except for Fort Lauderdale. Looks like there's not a lot of people moving around Fort Lauderdale for whatever reason. Might have to look into that at some point. But I'm going to let the money build up, and then what else are we going to do? These towns, they're all doing pretty well. There's still not enough conmat coming north to Costa Mesa. I did tweak the number of wagons. I think we're down to 12. So it's more reasonable for here. I had way too many wagons. I think at least 1 or 2 people pointed that out in the comments. And so I took a look at that, and I did have way too many vehicles. So these 2 platforms are keeping fairly sane. But we need to get more conmat moving north. I have 3 trains on here now. Doing food down to Escondido and conmat north up to Costa Mesa. We just can't cope. It's nice having trains making money each way. So I don't think it would work to have more trains, you know, like dedicated food trains, dedicated conmat trains. I don't know. One option is to add more cars, but I think I might have to increase the platform length. No, we've got room to expand. Let me get this guy stopped. We're going to pause when it gets down here. We might just have to make those trains longer now that we've got the cash. There's 3 of them, though. So if I click on you, let's see, manage vehicle, we got all these guys. Oh yeah, we've got plenty of room to grow. Let's pause the game. I'm going to go to edit. And food-wise, we're okay. Let me just go ahead and show that real quick. So if we look at Escondido, its food supply is just fine. So we don't need to take more food down here. We do need to take more conmat in north. Select all those, edit. Want to add the flat cars. I don't have any new rail cars yet, unfortunately. That'll let us take more conmat. So can I select? No, I can't select more. All right, so let's add. Ooh, nope, that's going to get really expensive, isn't it? Those are 200 grand to pop. Dang. Okay. Well, let's modify one of the trains. Wasn't sure which train that was. I should have paid more attention. Boink, and it just magically changes the train. It's great. So he's got more cars now. And then as money permits, I'm going to expand the other two trains. That will help get more conmat up north. But looking around into other expansion, I'd like to get Jackson growing, because then I could do a pretty easy passenger line between those two. I've got this stagecoach now, so I think I'm going to set up a line between these two. And I'm wondering, can I use the same... Can I use the same bus stations? Or is that a bad idea? So if we make a new line, I'm going to say new line. And what should I use for this? I guess it's a bus line, in theory. And it's going to be the Fort Lauderdale to Escondido. There we go. I'm going to go from there, come into town, and go here and then back out. I think that'll work. Should be legal. And where's my... Do I not have a road depot over here? Oh, that's right. I bought them there and sent them way over. All right, I'm going to get a road depot going just so it's a lot closer. Stick one out here in the country. Where it's cheap. I'm going to buy... So we've got these stagecoaches now, which aren't much faster, but they're 2 kilometers an hour faster and they carry one more person. So I'm going to get like... To go too big. 4 too many? Start with 2. Throw those on this loop. And we'll see if we can start getting people transported between these two towns. So it's split them. One's going north, one's going south. That's cool. Check Maple Street. Oh, that's the wrong one. Did I pick the wrong? Yeah, I picked the wrong. I can adjust that. All right. He's carrying nobody. Sweet. Where do you want to go? Can I tell where you want to go? Christina Powell.
Huh?
Huh? Oh yeah, she wants to head up to Escondido. So Christina Powell is our first customer. Beautiful. We should have a stagecoach in about 3 months. They're going to take a while. Journey. Is the other stagecoach headed back? Little icons. Oh no, it hasn't even made it all the way there yet. There's our stagecoach rolling into town. Thanks, autosave. Alright, so you were going here. Hey, we got all kinds of people wanting to go to Fort Lauderdale, looks like. So this stage is going to roll up and hopefully fill up with people. And then I don't know if that'll be profitable, but it'll get people moving around. Not sure why they sit so long. Need to look into that. Somebody in the comment section will probably know. Get lots of useful tips from the comment section. Yeah, look at that. Pull up, and then he's going to head back down south to Fort Lauderdale. Good deal. Where's my other stagecoach? You were heading north with nobody. Sweet. Let's go ahead and turn you around. You can go pick up somebody. Back to 3 times speed. So we got the passenger line going. That's our first like intercity passenger line. I might also do the same thing here. Whoa, what's going on down here? There's 40 people waiting there. Okay, let's pause. We've got 4. Let's add a couple vehicles to that loop. Seems like there's... Wait, what? 2 new vehicles are available. Steam flatbed truck. Say what now? Let's do this. Let me grab him and his vehicle. We got 20 of those. And where's the replace button? Replace. Oh, look at that. So this is the all cargo, and this can haul stone. Speed is 25 kilometers an hour versus 20, so it's 5 kilometers an hour faster. A bit more expensive. It holds 6 instead of 5. I don't know if that's worth it. It's cool. Maybe we'll try it on the stone line. I don't see any difference at all between these guys. Other than the cargo type. So I think it's just looks. Let's do this. It's going to be faster and carry more stone. And this is about the perfect number, 20. So let's replace those. Going to not sort by vehicle type. Sell those. Now we just have 16 of the steam trucks. All right, I gotta see one of these in action. That's awesome. Look at that. Just sitting there chilling. Got my little steam tractor. Nice. Doesn't sound like a steam tractor. All right, we're gonna watch him pick up his stone load. along with his friends here. And we'll see how that does. Just little incremental changes as we go. Starting to get into some more decent tech. And we're making money, at least so far. I think that'll be it for this episode. And we'll just keep plugging along. So far, so good. Thanks again for all your comments. Thanks for watching. And I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.